Okay, now here I'm going to be installing the hazard switch, which is here. I'm going to show you how to get to it so you can replace it if this piece ever go bad. Also this piece as well, if they ever go bad. I'll show you how you could, take things apart here to replace this part or this one. But right now, this one, my hazard switch is bad. It just keeps going off. I could leave the car, lock the car, and for some reason the touch part of this is damaged. So it would just, my hazards just come on out of nowhere. So my hazards would be on all night and my battery would be dead. Then I can't start the car, can't do nothing because of my hazards will just come on automatically because this switch is damaged. So I'm going to show you how to replace this switch. First, just have a tool, like a tool so you don't scratch your interior of your car. And with this, the first thing I would do is take off this panel right here with your engine start button. I'll take that whole panel out. It just pops out. It's really easy. So all you have to do is just use your tool, put it towards the top, towards this part up here, and just kind of loosen it up. You can also put it in the inside here just to kind of push. Then I'll grab the top, pull all together. Then it should just pop right out like this. And that's all you really need. It has 4 clips. It has a clip right here. It has a clip to the side. It has a clip here. Then the 4th clip is the bottom, which we can't get loose. So just loosen up your top clips just enough so we can have room to get to our switch right here. So long as you loosen it up, that's good enough so that you could have access to here. That bottom one, we're not going to be able to loosen that clip down there, so keep that in mind so you don't snap anything or break it. You're just going to release these 3 clips on the top. Next, I will release this piece here, which is really easy to take out. It just snaps right out. You could kind of grab it here. You could feel where it's the indents, where you could grab it at, and you could just pull on it, and it'll just snap right out like that. It just has 4 clips here. 5, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has 5 clips there. So you take that out. And then now I have access to my switch. So now I could take this thing out. But if you wanted to also take out your glove box switch, it's just the same thing. You'll have to pop out the side vent. I will start over here. It just pops out. Probably this piece from the silver to the gray right here. It just all snaps out. It pops out with clips. And I will start here. You could pull there, snap it out, and it'll snap, pop, and snap all the way. But you won't be able to get the bottom out. But I would just snap it all out, just like this one, where you just have access to take this one out, and it'll just all pop out. But just make sure you start on the end over there, pop it all out. Okay, so now we have access to our hazard light switch. We'll replace it. So now I have my new one here. This is my new switch. And to get this switch out, I would recommend using like a small flathead, something like this. Really small, because you don't want to scratch nothing on your screen or scratch anything. So I would use just a small flathead, like this. You know, you could go buy it from a store anywhere, just a small flathead. And what you're gonna do is, it's 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 sitting inside with this thing right here, and what it is it's just a clip on top of there holding it in, and it's four of them. You got one, and you got the bottom one, two, then on the other side you have three, four. So it's just four clips, and are just holding this in there. So what you want to try to do is, you could go on your side right here and just go there and push that clip off. Push it off. Then you could go on this side, push it off. Then go on the other side, push that clip off. Push that clip off, and then it'll come right out. Okay, next we're going to remove our hazard switch, the old one. So how we do this is we're going to take the clamps off. Always start from the clamps that's connected between the screen, because you have one, two clamps in there, then you have three, four on the other side. So I always start on the inside. So I will go with my flat screwdriver, go between, and you could kind of see the clamps a little bit, and you could just lift up the clamp and you will feel it pop. When you lift it up, it'll kind of loosen up, pop, and you gotta hold it. Go to the top clamp, lift it up, pop, you'll feel it go over. Then once it's over, you gotta hold it over, because if you let it go, it'll just snap back in place. Then you gotta start over. So make sure you holding it to my left so it won't snap back in place. Then you go over, unsnap the snap from the other side. You'll feel it loose. Then you'll snap the top one. Then you'll feel it pop out. Then when it's pop out, it's loose. Then you just pull it right on out. And then from this point, you have the connector right here. There's one connector that's connected to it. All you do is it's a pretty easy to disconnect. It just has a clamp on the back. And all you do is just push on that clamp, push it back, and then pull it up. And that's how you take out your old sensor. And then I will just throw my old one away. Then I'll put my new one in. And you just put it in the same way. Put your connector on. Then it should just click right in place. You'll feel it right there. Click right in place. And you just put everything back on like you took it off. Okay, so there we go. We all fixed and installed. And we see the hazard light is working properly this time. Push, and it goes right off. Nice. So now we're all finished. And just for your information, if anybody ever have that problem to where you have these touch switches that's really sensitive, and they could, they'll stop working. And in my case, my hazards would be going off at night, in the middle of the night, all night, and I wake up in the morning and I can't start my car because the battery's dead. So if you get to that, if you had that problem, a quick fix, this is what I did. I just, I took this piece off, took that off the way I showed you in the beginning of the video. Then I took out my switch and I just unplugged it. And I put it back in, put everything back together, and I left it that way until I got my new switch, so I could install my new switch. But it's better that way. That's a quick fix, because you don't want to wake up every morning and your car dying on you. I'd rather be without the hazard switch. If you do that quick fix, you ain't going to be able to use your hazards. But I'd rather be without hazards than, every morning I can't start my car and, draining my battery and, can't use your car. So that's just a quick fix. Hopefully that helps someone.